So we really have to ask that same question that I asked you before. Who defined success for us, and why do we only see it in that way? A way that doesn't benefit us or our artists, but benefits the system and their system, not even ours. If we care so much about measurement, we need to build our own. We can validate ourselves. Why not? Why not? If the culture is important to us and we actually start to see it with right eyes, then we can get people in Jamaica who are entrepreneurs, who are athletes, who really love dancehall, that have money that can actually go behind building something. If we care about it that much. If not, we'll always get the short end of the stick. These are facts. If other people see what you have and market it so well and make so much off of it, and you still don't see the value in it, it's not the product, it's your eyes. These are facts. I think about these things. Good. So, yeah, impact, intensity of reaction. Impact is density, not width, not reach, right? Good. So, let me see. See, I told you we're almost finished. Yeah, so an artist can be popular but not deeply felt. Be influential but not commercially massive. Be deeply impactful within a concentrated base without global scale. But the rare artist who masters all three, that's an era-defining dominance. And that is why I wanted Cartel to win the Grammy, not because he needs it, but because of the fact that, it does. I'm not going to pretend like the accreditation and the validation wouldn't be nice. You know why? Because we don't have our own. Maybe if we had our own, theirs would be less important. These are facts, but in my mind, I'm thinking, well, at least it's something else other than what he naturally already has. Why not? Make him get everything. I'm just telling you the truth of my thought process, what I was thinking. Right? But him not getting it didn't take anything off of him. His resume now says Grammy nominated. It doesn't say Grammy nominated and lost. Right? No, doesn't say that. So being nominated is a thing in itself, which is great. Anyhow, let's continue. Yeah, one is consumption and one is commitment. I couldn't make up my mind between which two slides, so I spread them out. Goal asks how many listened and arenas asks how many showed up. One is consumption and one is commitment. Did that. So we're almost finished. Almost finished, Fire Nation. Oh, yes, I anticipated you critics. Yes, I did. You must always learn to think from the other side of the chessboard. That's what my brother taught me. God rest his soul. Right? Always think from the other side of the chessboard, Julia. Now, here goes the critic. So, Miss Julia, are you saying that plaques don't matter? No, plaques matter, but they're not the only measure. They measure commercial performance. They are not the sole measure of cultural power. So, Miss Julia, are you saying labels are evil? No, labels are a business. Businesses protect their influence, but metrics are objective. Metrics reflect consumption inside the system. Systems shape exposure, and exposure shapes consumption. That's just simple economics. Take a picture. Don't be mad at me. It's just simple economics. These are facts. Follow the money. Critic says, so are you saying that labels manipulate everything? No, I never said that. Labels invest in exposure. Exposure influences perception. That is structural. It's not sinister. So, Miss Julia, is arena power more legitimate? Not automatically. It measures a different type of loyalty. So, Miss Julia, can an artist have both? Yes. When both align, dominance is undeniable. Okay. So, Miss Julia, and why I say undeniable is because there are some people that would say, "Oh, this person is not the greatest or not great because of the fact that they don't have this accolade or that accolade." So they find something to deny the person of their dominance. But when both align, the dominance is undeniable. You know, when they say undisputed, in other words, there's nothing that you can say. Well, I believe as time goes on, anyhow, let's continue. I believe as time goes on, Cartel is going to be undisputed. There's going to be nothing that anyone can say. We'll see. So, Miss Julia, so are you saying streaming is easier? Behaviorally, yes, because it requires lower friction. Labels didn't invent music, okay? They shaped metric validation. Plaques measure distribution, arenas measure devotion, both matter. They measure different powers, okay? Now, dancehall is not suffering from a lack of global visibility. It's suffering from a lack of internal measurement systems. When you don't measure your fire yourself, you let someone else decide how hot it should burn. I'm not with that. Colonial systems trained us to external